Welcome back. This is that weird little corner of the internet where we ask the questions nobody should, but someone has to. First, we wondered why bald people still wash their hair. Then we asked why testicles decided to live, well, outside the house. And today, we're going full airport mode. If the Earth is spinning at over 1,000 miles an hour, why doesn't a plane just take off, hover, and wait for its destination to swing by underneath? Sounds like a shortcut, right? Let's talk flights, physics, and a little bit of confusion. Why can't planes just hover like lazy taxis? Okay, let's imagine this. You hop on a flight in New York, headed to Tokyo. But instead of actually flying, the pilot turns to the crew and says, "All right, folks, engines off. We're just going to chill in the air until Tokyo spins around underneath us." Sounds like a genius travel hack, right? Like the airline equivalent of "let the food come to you." But here's the thing. It doesn't work that way. Why? One word. Inertia. And no, that's not the name of an indie rock band, although it should be. Let's break it down. The Earth is spinning. Super fast. Like 1,600 kilowatts, 1,000 talts at the equator. But here's the wild part. You are spinning at that speed too. So is the chair you're sitting on. So is your dog. So is the plane before it takes off. That plane? When it lifts off the ground, it's still moving with the Earth, like coffee in a thermos. Just because you lift the thermos doesn't mean the coffee forgets it was in motion. So when you fly, you're not flying over a spinning globe from a stationary spot in the air. You're moving with it, like dancing on a spinning vinyl record. You're not outside the ride. You're part of the ride. It's like trying to jump straight up on a treadmill while blindfolded and expecting to land behind it. Spoiler alert. You're still flying face first into the front panel. Planes are affected by gravity and the atmosphere. And guess what? The atmosphere also spins with the Earth. It's like Earth is wearing a big invisible blanket of air that moves along with it. So no, unfortunately, you can't just float in place and wait for the Eiffel Tower to cruise by underneath. Although I would pay money to watch someone try. Takeaway: the Earth's spin isn't something you can beat by hovering. You're already a contestant in the race, whether you know it or not. So next time you're stuck in traffic, remember, you're still technically moving at 1,000 miles per hour. Take that guy in the Ferrari. What if the Earth suddenly stopped spinning? Okay. If you've ever wanted to know what a real-life disaster movie feels like, buckle up. Let's say, just for fun and chaos, the Earth suddenly hit the brakes. No warning, no slowdown, just screech. Full stop. What happens? Well, everything not nailed down, people, buildings, oceans, that squirrel in your backyard, would go flying eastward at 1,000 miles per hour. Congratulations, you just launched your neighbor's trampoline into low Earth orbit. See, we're all moving with the Earth's rotation all the time. We don't feel it because everything, air, land, planes, your cereal, it's all moving together like a smooth treadmill. But if the treadmill stopped instantly, you wouldn't just stop with it. It's like slamming the brakes on a car going full speed, all done, while holding a bowl of soup. Except the soup is the entire ocean, and your car is, well, the planet. So yeah, suddenly, hovering in a stopped world wouldn't get you closer to Paris. It'd get you slammed into a mountain, or space, or possibly both, in that order. And no, there's no amount of frequent flyer miles that gets you out of that one. Funny thought, though. If Earth did stop spinning, you could technically just walk across the planet as it slowly rotated around the sun. But by then, walking might be the least of your worries. You know, like surviving. So next time someone says the Earth should stop and let me off, tell them sure. But only if they enjoy being air-launched into the stratosphere wearing nothing but Crocs. So why don't planes fly faster going west? Okay, this is the part where someone, usually that one uncle at a barbecue, says, "Wait, if the Earth spins east, shouldn't flying west be faster?" You're going against the spin, right? Sounds clever. Almost too clever. Like the kind of logic that comes from 3 beers and a YouTube rabbit hole. But here's the thing. It's not completely wrong, just confused in a charming way. Let's break it down. Yes, the Earth spins eastward, and yes, technically, if you're flying west, you're going against that spin. But again, remember, we and the atmosphere and everything in it are spinning together. So it's not like the planet is zipping beneath you while you float in place. It's more like you're on a moving walkway at the airport and you're jogging in the opposite direction. You're still in the system. Now here's where it does get fun. Jet streams. These are high-speed rivers of air in the atmosphere that flow mostly from west to east. So if you're flying with them, like from the US to Europe, you go faster. Fly against them, like from Tokyo to LA. It's a bit like swimming upstream, but in the sky. So no, flights west aren't shorter just because the Earth is rotating. They're longer because you're fighting invisible wind ninjas at 30,000 feet. Would it be cool if we could slingshot across the sky just by not trying? Sure, but until science invents hoverboards for jumbo jets, we're stuck playing by physics rules. Funny thought before we land. If Earth's rotation did affect flight times like that, you'd book a flight to Hawaii, blink, and already be in the Pacific Ocean. Which sounds like a dream vacation until you realize your luggage is still in Cleveland. Phew, is. It's all about moving together. So, let's recap. No, a plane can't just hover and let the Earth do all the work. Why? Because everything, you, me, the clouds, your uncle's sandals, we're all spinning with the Earth. It's like we're on a giant cosmic merry-go-round, and trying to hover is like jumping straight up on it and expecting to land in a different city. Doesn't quite work like that. Physics says, nice try, cute, but no. And while westbound flights don't get a free ride from Earth's rotation, they do battle jet streams, which is kind of like going to the gym but only doing cardio. Painful, slow, but necessary. But hey, just because we can't outsmart gravity doesn't mean we can't enjoy the ride. Now it's your turn. Got a weird science question that sounds dumb at first, but kinda makes your brain itch? Drop it in the comments. Go on, be brave. We've already talked about bald people washing their hair and why testicles hang out like they own the place. This is a safe zone for beautifully ridiculous curiosity. And remember, next time you're stuck on a delayed flight, just whisper to yourself, I'm still moving at 1,000 miles an hour sideways, and smile like a maniac.